Yo, what's up, everyone? So, Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift are officially engaged, and the entire world is wondering where they're going to tie the knot, right? I mean, we're talking about the wedding of the century here. But hold up. Robert Irwin, yes, the son of the legendary Steve Irwin and current Dancing with the Stars champion, just pitched the wildest wedding venue idea. And honestly, it's absolutely brilliant. If you're a Swiftie, a Chiefs fan, or just love wildlife and crazy celebrity wedding ideas, you need to hear this. Let's go. All right, so here's what went down. Robert Irwin was doing an interview with ABC, doing a year in review type thing, and somehow the conversation turned to Travis and Taylor's upcoming wedding. And that's when Robert saw his moment and took it. He started by explaining that Australia Zoo, yes, the famous zoo that his father Steve Irwin made legendary, actually hosts weddings. And not just any weddings, but apparently some of the most popular and stunning ceremonies you could imagine. Robert described this absolutely gorgeous location at the zoo that overlooks the African savanna. Picture this. You're saying your vows while rhinos and giraffes are literally frolicking in the background, like just living their best lives while you're getting married. He said, and I quote, "We have this beautiful, and I mean beautiful location overlooking the African savanna where rhinos and giraffes are just frolicking out in the open, in the wild, and you get married over that, and it's stunning." I mean, can we just acknowledge how absolutely epic that sounds? Forget boring hotel ballrooms or predictable beach weddings. We're talking about giraffes photobombing your wedding photos. That's next level content right there. But Robert didn't stop there. He went full sales pitch mode. So after describing this incredible location, Robert basically made his formal pitch directly to Travis and Taylor. He said, "Wow, Travis and Taylor, you know what really, in my opinion, just absolutely make that wedding? Is if it was an Australian wedding. Hit me up, I got you." Hit me up, I got you. That's the confidence we need. Robert Irwin is out here shooting his shot, and honestly, I'm here for it. This man is a wedding planning genius, and let me tell you why this idea actually makes so much sense. First of all, Travis Kelce just played what might be his last Christmas Day game at Arrowhead Stadium against the Broncos. The man's career is winding down, which means he and Taylor are probably actively planning this wedding as we speak. Now, think about what kind of wedding Taylor Swift is going to want. She's got multiple mansions, including that massive Rhode Island estate. The obvious, predictable choice would be some luxurious, expensive, traditional venue in the States, right? Maybe her Rhode Island mansion, maybe some fancy resort, probably something that screams traditional celebrity wedding. But here's the thing. Taylor and Travis are not your average couple. They're literally the most famous couple on the planet right now. Every single move they make breaks the internet. So why would they have a boring, predictable wedding? An Australian zoo wedding with wildlife in the background? That's memorable. That's unique. That's the kind of wedding that generations will talk about. Can you imagine the wedding photos with giraffes in the background? The TikToks? The Instagram content? Let's talk about the practical side of this wild idea, because it's actually more brilliant than it first seems. Security and privacy? Australia Zoo can control access way better than trying to lock down a venue in America where paparazzi and fans would be everywhere. The zoo already has experience with VIP events and can create that exclusive, protected environment they'd need. The Steve Irwin legacy connection? That adds this beautiful, meaningful layer to the whole thing. Steve Irwin was a global icon who brought joy to millions, and his family continues that mission. Taylor Swift is all about meaningful connections and honoring legacies. This aligns perfectly with her values. Plus, think about this. Both Travis and Taylor are animal lovers. Taylor has her cats that are basically celebrities themselves, and Travis seems like the kind of guy who would absolutely be down for an adventure like this. The uniqueness factor is off the charts. Every celebrity wedding tries to be unique, but they all end up looking pretty similar. Fancy flowers, designer dress, celebrity guests, boring venues. But having your wedding with actual wild animals as guests, that's never been done at this level. And let's be real, the content this would create, Taylor's fans would lose their minds. The wedding would trend globally for weeks. It would be the most talked about celebrity wedding in history, even more than royal weddings. Now, let's pump the brakes for just a second and think about whether this could actually happen. On one hand, Taylor Swift is known for being pretty traditional in some ways. She loves her American roots, her Nashville beginnings, her New York sophistication. She might want something more classic and closer to home, especially since coordinating an international wedding with all their celebrity friends would be insane logistically. Can you imagine trying to get the entire Chiefs team, all of Taylor's celebrity squad, both families, and everyone else to fly to Australia? The carbon footprint alone would have environmental activists in shambles. Although, to be fair, Taylor could probably charter enough private jets to make it happen. But on the other hand, Taylor is also known for surprises and doing unexpected things. Remember when she just dropped entire albums with no warning? She's not afraid to break conventions when she wants to. And Travis, this man wore a suit covered in horses to the Kentucky Derby. He's shown up to Taylor's concerts in the most extra outfits. He seems like exactly the kind of guy who would say, you know what, let's get married at a zoo in Australia. Why not? The article's author made a hilarious point comparing this to typical wedding venues, churches, houses, hotels, courtrooms, and prisons. And honestly, they're right. Why not mix it up with a platypus and some kangaroos nearby? Plus, Robert Irwin is a Dancing with the Stars champion now. He's got that entertainment industry connection. He could probably choreograph some kind of amazing wildlife-themed first dance situation. So there you have it, Robert Irwin's absolutely wild but somehow brilliant pitch for Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift to get married at Australia Zoo with giraffes and rhinos as their witnesses. Will it happen? Probably not, if we're being honest. But could it happen? Absolutely. And wouldn't that be amazing? What do you think? Should Taylor and Travis take Robert up on his offer? Would you want your wedding at a zoo? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And Swifties, let's get #AustraliaZooWedding trending and see if we can make this happen. If you love this story, smash that like button, subscribe for more celebrity news, and hit the notification bell. Thanks for watching, and remember, always shoot your shot like Robert Irwin. See you next time.